The following episode is part of our patron-exclusive series of ImpTab Unpolished campaigns, which are produced thanks to the generous backing of our patrons. As you might have been able to guess from the name, this episode isn't going to be as polished as the usual episodes we release, but if you end up liking what you hear and you decide you want more, you can get all of our bonus content for only $2 a month at patreon.com/improvtabletop, including the video versions of these unpolished campaigns. Much love and stuff. Now, on with the show. What's shaking, everybody? Welcome back to another very exciting, very intense episode of Miceborn, the Mausritter Chronicles. I'm Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and today I'm joined by Strahd, but also...
Caleb Anderton. Scronch is not arachnophobic. I probably am a little bit.
Christian Randall. Spiders can be cute.
And Connor Wood. Spider-Man.
Yes.
You are the most experienced with spiders amongst us, I believe.
Yeah,
you actually like spiders and stuff, don't you?
I do, weirdly enough. I'm a big fan of spiders, especially golden orb weavers and Joro spider. Anyway, we're doing mice stuff first.
Yeah. Let's see how much we end up liking these spiders that we're going to face up against. So, last we left our little mousy heroes, they were still at the cow skeleton. They discovered a pool of unspoiled milk that had some sort of magical rejuvenative, restorative, preservative properties to it. And after collecting a vial of that and waiting for Fitzwhiskers to get back from delivering the corpse of their friend back to Nookstadt, they decided that they were going to continue heading off towards the wreck of the Vermintide. Along the way, they had a little bit of an altercation with some assassins from the Königsmörder, the group of insurrectionists back in Jarlsberg who were trying to kill and overthrow the king. But you trapped them in a glue trap in the middle of the desert. The desert is probably going to take care of that problem. And you made it to the beach covered by fallen chunks of moon cheese. And you discovered a statue of a brave mole who had helped to save the world. And you rode that statue over to the wreck of the ship because turns out all of you except for Dross, I believe, are actually very good swimmers.
Yeah, I can't swim.
Yes, got up onto the ship, and the first thing that you discovered was a room with a bedroll and a bunch of gnawed upon vermin bones. You went down the stairs until you found a trapped corridor, and before going through the trapped corridor, you heard some murmuring. So Scronch invoked an ancient rat catechism, a call and response, which prompted the sole survivor of this level of the ship to come out and say hi, and to invite you back to his quarters to meet his friend, Poor Judd, who's definitely alive. And then you helped Cleet, the crazy rat, to also become alive and join his friend, Poor Judd. And then you decided that you wanted to see if there was a way that you could get the spiders taken care of without having to attack them directly. You used some glue and you took care of all of the little spiders, but there's one big spider that managed to have good enough dexterity to avoid both of your glue traps, both the trap on the ghost beetle and the trap around the entrance, the lip of the trap door leading to the cargo hold, and that spider has just reared itself up in front of you. That's where we're going to resume, and we're going to roll initiative at this point.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Yes, so my understanding of the way initiative works in this system, you essentially are making a dex save to see if you can get a chance to go before the spider. And then the spider's going to go, and then it's going to go back to you guys as a full team, depending on how many people survive in these first couple rounds of combat.
I forgot how deadly this game is for a minute.
Yes. Big nasty spider, but it's a jumping spider, so it's it's one of the cute spiders, right?
Jumping spiders are cute.
Yeah, it's a cute spider, but it's a big nasty cute spider that is got 10-foot long legs, I think is what we decided.
That's
goodness.
Yowza.
Okay, so what kind of results we got from everybody on those dex saves?
Okay, so my dex is a 10. Remind me super quick. Is it 2d6 trying to beat?
D20 trying to hit or get lower than your dexterity score.
Beautiful. I got a 19.
Okay, so that's a fail from Dross.
That sucks.
I got an 11, and my dex is 8.
All right.
Oh, no. I got a 16.
All right, so the spider goes first.
No.
How about
You all rolled so relatively well.
Yeah.
But in the wrong direction.
In a different game.
Yeah, if this was Dungeons and Dragons, those would have been pretty great rolls. Okay,
We gotta
so
charge our dice on the ones, boys. Charge your dice on the ones.
yes,
Yep, I
gotta make
copy
that
that
mental shift. So the spider looks around at the 3 little critters in front of him. Who is the spider going to go for? The spider is going for Dross.
Oh, my sweet library boy.
No!
Yes, he sees you look maybe particularly vulnerable with your glasses there.
Oh, jeez.
So,
You would hit a guy with glasses.
yeah, Spider's
Come
going to
on.
reach out for a big old chomp with its poison bite. That's only 2 damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And can I assign that to Will by chance?
So, if you still have hit points, you can take that damage to your HP
Oh,
until those
okay.
are reduced to 0.
Word. 4 HP. Down to 4. Okay.
All right, yeah. A surprisingly resilient little chomp. Maybe he goes in and he doesn't see the mouse Bible that you've got hidden in your vest.
The good word saves me again.
Yes. The words of radiance have saved you. All right.
Jeez.
So yeah, now it is the time for the 3 of you to go to attack this spider. So you can go in any order that you would like.
Scronch is not arachnophobic. He's just gonna swing in there with his hammer, and he's gonna burn some parm.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Sick.
burning the parm that you've got. Let's see. That's going to be a D12 damage.
Do I add anything to that? I forget.
Nope, just the D12.
All right, that's a 5.
5, okay,
bad.
5 damage. It has 6 HP, so it's down to 1 HP.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Hey, wow.
Yes.
Man.
Now, thinking on the fly here as far as usage of resources. As you're swinging with your Warhammer here, I think we're going to make a luck roll for the Warhammer to see how much strain it can take against your Parm-infused swings before it starts breaking. So
That sounds fair.
yeah, go ahead and roll a d6 for me, because the way that weapon usage works in this game, because weapons do degrade over time, kind of a Breath of the Wild style thing.
Right.
After each fight, roll a d6 for each item that was used during the fight on a 4 to 6 Mark 1 usage.
Okay,
Word.
I rolled a 5.
5, okay, so we're going to mark off 1 usage dot on your Warhammer. And so this is something that will occur after each combat, but you, since you're putting extra strain on your Warhammer by using your
cool.
Parmesan, we're going to get a few of those additional rules there. Okay. So,
Do you mind if I hop in next?
go
team?
for it.
Okay, so I would like to actually try and use a little bit of non-lethal damage here.
Ooh.
With this being a jumping spider, I know they communicate with their little their little handsies, kind of like flags. So I'm like, geez, I probably read this in a book somewhere. So I'm taking my my snake fang and my torch, and I'm like waving them around, and I'm burning a little bit of my what is my soothing cheese? I don't remember what we've established for soothing.
I think we decided it was mozzarella.
That sounds about right. I start burning some mozzarella to soothe this beast and attempt to do like 1 point of, I guess, non-lethal damage to subdue it.
Interesting. So we're trying to kind of attack its willpower here.
Yes, that sounds about right.
All right, yeah, I think make a will save then.
Okay, D20.
Yep.
That is a 6. Wait,
6.
is that good? 6.
That's good,
Okay,
yes.
cool. To my 10.
All right. Now, let's have you, since you're holding the snake fang, you would be doing...
Oh shoot, that's right. I guess it'd be a one-handed little like
Yeah, so let's have you roll will damage as if you were using the Snake Fang.
Okay, so... that's a D8. Because I've got it two-handed right now.
Yes.
So that is a 2. Haha.
2,
Nice.
alright. So it takes 2 damage to its will. One thing I should also note, it has 1 armor, so Scronch
shucks.
only managed to deal 4 damage on that hit, unfortunately.
Man.
Okay, so it's still got 2 HP left, and takes some damage to its will.
Nuts. I thought this was going to be a good idea, but it just prolonged the fight.
Alright, so let me...
Hey, gotta get creative.
Well, let me make a will save for it now.
Okay.
Rolls a 13 against its 8 will.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Hey.
Yes.
For
And
us,
we're,
I think.
we're already kind of stepping outside the typical rules boundaries as far as taking damage, so we may have to adjudicate
Right.
on the fly here. What happens when you take will damage? If your will is reduced to 0, you are reduced to insensibility. Go crazy.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Think.
okay, so the typical way that you're going to take will damage as a mouse is by miscasting a spell. When you miscast a spell, you make a will save, and if you fail, you take the drained condition.
Okay.
So, it failed its will save. I think we're going to give this spider the drained condition, which means it has disadvantage on future will saves.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well
All right.
played, Connor. I like that.
Dinks.
So, it's possible that you might be able to make this spider go crazy, like your old friend Cleet.
Cool.
Because that doesn't sound bad at all. Just trapped in a small room with a crazy giant spider.
It's fine.
That's
Maybe his
fine.
crazy looks like a friend to us. I don't know yet. We'll get there.
Maybe.
Did I use the ghost beetle once or twice?
You cast the ghost beetle once, but because you
Okay.
didn't roll any 6s on...
Right.
You didn't roll any 4s to 6s when you cast it, so you didn't mark off any usages. I've
okay.
also decided, since the last time we've played, that that's a disappointingly short amount of time to have the ghost beetle active.
I know, right?
So instead of having it be just 1 hour per die you invest, I'm going to have it be 1 watch per die you invest.
Cool.
So that you'll always have at least enough ghost beetle to get you across a hex whenever you cast it.
Nice.
Love it.
I like
Thank
that.
you.
All right.
Thanks,
so
DM.
the only person who hasn't gone on your side yet is Miles.
Get him, Miles.
I'm going to adjust my Baby Bell cheese, and I'm going to take my dueling cane and try and just whomp this spider on the head.
Womp womp.
Now, I don't have to roll to hit, so I don't get advantage. Could I tap into my cheese to roll the damage die twice and take the higher number?
Yes, there are some rules in here for rolling damage with advantage, I believe. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but yes, roll damage with advantage
Let's
with
do
your
that. Luckily it's a
dueling
D10.
cane. Or your spear that you have reflavored as a dueling cane, I suppose.
Yeah, and maybe I can think of some sort of cheese-like stick. I don't know. What do you poke cheese with? A toothpick.
A toothpick.
Yes. All right, so that's D10 for a two-handed attack.
I am a 1 and a 6. I'll take the 6.
Okay, 6 is good. So it takes 2 HP damage, and then the remaining 4 is going to go to its strength. So now that it has taken strength damage, it's going to make a strength save, and rolls an 11. So that is a critical hit.
Yes, which means I roll an
Nice.
extra D6.
So at what happens when you take critical damage is you are incapacitated and you take the injured condition.
Yes.
Get
So
that spider.
yes, you have successfully managed to incapacitate the spider, it still has 4 strength left, so it's not dead yet. But it is incapacitated. That would be the spider's turn, but it's incapacitated, so.
Sort of us knowing how long it takes to wake back up from being knocked out, do we have a bit of time to carefully go down to the hull and look around, or do we need to finish this thing off now?
I'll say if you leave it where it is, I will, on my turn tracker, I'll roll to see if it can rejuvenate itself at the end of each turn that it's still alive.
We better pop this guy.
Oh, but I feel so bad. He's so
I know,
cute.
I want him to be a buddy, but I
No.
think I'll just make him crazy.
He's disgusting.
I made the spider too cute.
Yeah, he is really cute. This is conflicting.
I'm not conflicted.
And I'll smash him.
All right.
I am resolute.
All right,
Well,
roll damage
there goes
with that
that.
warhammer.
And why not? I'll preserve my parm.
Schmat.
So let's see.
Schmat.
So that is a D8, I think.
D10 for your warhammer.
D10, sweet.
Dang.
Darn it, that's only a 4.
All right. Well, 4 is exactly how much strength this spider had left.
Yes.
Get squinched.
So, spider is squashed successfully.
That's much better. I feel better not having that thing lurking about for us to just fight again when it comes back. I can't believe that you two would be so good-minded that you would think it's cute.
He was exceptionally cute.
Whoa.
He had those big 4 beady eyes. I mean,
There's
I got
8 of
beady
them.
eyes.
I counted 8.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got these glasses for a reason.
All right.
Have you all ever had spider leg roasted? It's
Yeah.
a delicacy. It's
It tastes like
good.
frog.
Really? I haven't had frog.
Well, it tastes like spider.
Oh, I've had spider.
If you want to try frog, you know where one is.
Oh, yeah. You might have gone
So-
bad. Oh.
Now, at the end of the combat, we need to have Miles and Scronch roll d6s for their weapons to see if they degrade.
Yes.
Oh,
rolled a
that's a
2.
6.
Oh, so
Ooh.
that's another dot marked on the Warhammer. Miles, your dueling cane is okay.
Nice.
So one more, and I basically need to find a new weapon.
Correct.
Well,
Nice.
let's see if we can't find a blacksmith or something.
Oh, yes.
I bet the ship has one.
Shall we? I mean, we know where we put the glue. Let's go ahead
The
and...
glue is all used up, remember?
Right,
Oh,
but
sick.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
we're
to
good.
avoid it, to go down there, we know where to avoid the patches, right?
Okay, yes.
All right, let's be careful and let's make our descent.
Okay.
All right, so you want to try and go down through the trapdoor here?
I imagine that's probably the
Yeah. I think
the easiest
so.
way. Hopefully. Oh
Or
no,
should we
it's
poke?
trapped
Should
or
we poke
something.
our head in and see if there's like stairs in one of these rooms?
Yeah, the trapdoor might be the easiest way to get down to the cargo hold, but it might not be. It's up to you.
Yeah. Let's poke our head in that door to the south.
Yes,
this
I'll follow
hallway.
Dross's lead and I'll look at the through the
Yes.
doors.
Sometimes stairs are nice.
Yes. Another quick note, as far as this being an OSR game, part of the draw of OSR games is collecting loot. There is loot populated
yes.
throughout this ship if you can
Oh.
find it. So,
Well, we will be finding that.
yes, trying to incentivize exploration here is part of the OSR
I know a certain
mindset.
someone who's going to need a new hammer soon, so we should poke
Yes.
around.
Perhaps I could find an anchor or something like that to
that'd be
swing
cool.
around.
Can you imagine? I would love that.
Yeah,
I think
south
we should
it
find
is.
the anchor for you.
Mice.
All
Oh.
So, heading in through this door here,
Yeah.
this appears to be perhaps like a recreation room of sorts. Let me actually pull up my notes because
Weights and whatnot. I'll start lifting any
weights I find in this rec room, the pump room.
Yeah.
The pump room. This
Get a good
is so weird.
post-fight workout in.
I actually have like notes for each of these rooms, and I'm not used to that for this podcast. So I need to remember.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I need to remember before we start recording to pull up my notes. So on this lower deck here, yes. So yeah, you see that there is some furniture scattered around. This used to be a place for relaxation and merrymaking. There are various bits of gaming equipment. There's a surprisingly well-preserved fiddle and lute kind of hanging up against one of the walls there.
I loot the loot.
Yes, there's also, you see that the bloody trail is continuing south through this room.
Oh, dear.
And halfway through the room, you can see that whoever was traveling completely stumbled and is now crawling on hands and feet towards the southern door.
You mean like actually, or like just is the tracks are telling us this?
Yeah, the tracks are indicating that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, are you okay?
I would like to... Dross, could you bring your beetle back?
Yes, beetle, to me.
All
And
right,
my beetle returns.
Yeah, and the beetle is going to continue to exist for the rest of this watch, so you are good to go on that.
Could we put the... It's a fiddle and a lute, right?
Yes.
I'd like to put those in the cargo hold of your ghost beetle.
Oh yeah, let me just pop the trunk. All right, so his wings open up like... and I
Nice.
put the loot in the loot.
Okay, so you have yourselves a lute and fiddle.
Yeah, a little ghost beetle of holding.
We have successfully looted this room.
The room is loot.
And now it's time for me to roll, see if there's a random encounter. There's not a random encounter.
Oh dear.
Okay.
You guys want to
roll
go
every time?
I roll every
Hex
3
crawl.
turns.
Oh, okay.
So this thing could just have rando monsters in it that you didn't initially plan.
It could.
Oh,
That's so fun.
Okay,
You guys want to
we gotta
check
be
out
careful.
this? Yeah, right. You guys want to keep going down, or
let's follow the blood trail.
Wee blood trail.
All right. And again, time is a little wobbly. A turn is the unit of measurement that we use during dungeon exploration. It's up to 10 minutes-ish. Basically, whenever a significant story beat happens, that's when
Cool.
I mark off that. All right. Now,
Stairs.
you have reached the bosun's office, and you see that the bloody trail, by the time it reaches that ladder at the southern end of the room, because you've got 2 exits out of this room, there's a staircase going back up to the aft quarters, and then there is a ladder going down. The ladder itself, you can see, has various like bits of webbing kind of surrounding it.
Yucky.
But the bloody trail going from the door to that ladder, by the time he gets to the ladder, is just fully dragging himself along the ground there.
Ooh.
You see that
Oh, Judd.
also. You see that also populating this room. There are shelves full of ledgers from, goodness knows how long this ship has been transporting cargo. There are various implements for opening and inspecting crates and whatnot here. That's what you notice in this room.
I'd like to grab, I'm assuming some sort of crowbar, if that's the implement you're talking about, to open up things. I'd like to, if we're going to head down to the cargo hold, the lower deck, I'd like to make sure I've got one of those to crack into any boxes that we might find.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and add a crowbar to your inventory, which we don't have a pre-existing crowbar item slot, but yeah, you just find a picture of a crowbar and plop it in there.
Booyah. Crowbar, baby. Dross, I see a lot of the written word. Would you like to take a gander?
I do know how to read. Allow me.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's kind of my whole thing. I see if there's any ledgers that have, like, I don't know, wax seals or anything that would delineate importance.
Yeah, so you begin kind of leafing through these, and you see the most recent ones, they don't have many special markings on them, but as you get further back in the history of these ledgers, you notice that they have the insignia of the Lord Mueller stamped on the front of them.
Oh, yeah, this dude. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like Tyrant owned this ship, so maybe he'll have something cool on it. I bet.
Yeah, and like looking through those old ledgers, you see that before this ship was called the Vermintide, you see that the ship was called the Domesticator, and it was a slaving ship that was under the command of the Lord Mueller.
That's gross. I share that information with my teammates. Guys, this guy's
Lord Mueller is just terrible.
Yeah.
I believe, if it's possible, I would like to carefully remove one of the seals or insignia for the Lord Mueller, so if we ever need to do any sort of espionage in the future, we have a copy of that.
Oh, yeah, cool. Smart.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
I've had to do some work in the capital, and such things are not unknown to me.
Okay. So, are you just like chopping it directly out of the front of the book then?
I might as well it'd be easier to take the whole book, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just take
Maybe.
the whole book.
All right. So you got a book with the Lord Mueller's insignia. Okay. Anything else you want to do in this room?
Yes, I'd like to light a torch.
Okay.
Because I believe there may be some windows on this level, but once we get lower, it's probably going to be dark in the cargo hold.
Yes, you peer
Does
down.
my baby ghost beetle boy glow at all?
Does the ghost beetle glow? That's a good question. I'll roll. The ghost beetle does glow a little bit,
Oh, neat.
actually.
Lovely.
I don't need a torch then. We can do low light exploration.
We have our little firefly boy.
Mm-hmm.
The junk in
He's
his
just a giant firefly with a slightly glowing booty.
Yeah. And some instruments popping out of his wing space.
Fireflies are a type of beetle, aren't they? If I remember right.
I don't know, actually. I should know that. I really should.
Come on, bug boy.
Yeah. I'll know next time we record.
Yeah. So heading down to the cargo hold.
Oh, it's one big room.
Oh,
one
dang. It's a
big room.
mess.
Yeah, you see this place is filled with just an unpleasant wash of bilge water and ruined crates. Any like food or whatnot that might have been in these crates down here has been long since ruined with all of the water damage. And the kind of main things you notice, well, there's webs everywhere. None of them contain any spiders, fortunately.
Oh, great.
Has killed all
Good.
the spiders. Oh, I guess that's also one thing to note. There are 2 little spiders stuck to the beetle's wings.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We'll bash them a little bit until they're
Just bonk
until they're
them.
done.
Yeah, bop the spiders.
Those are ornaments.
Yeah. Signs of plunder and conquest.
Yeah, exactly.
But you also see kind of drifted towards the midships, kind of between those 2 center masts, is the exsanguinated body of a weasel.
Oh,
Gnarly.
Yeah, you see just like completely drained of any fluids that might have been in this weasel, sitting there in the center, kind of washed up. Because again, this ship is kind of tilted towards the port side, so it's up against like kind of half up on the dry section of the dock there, and half in the water.
You said most of these crates look pretty beaten up. Are there any that look like my crowbar could be helpful in opening them to see if there's anything unspoiled?
Yeah, let me make a luck roll there.
You know what? Let me go ahead and I've got one use in my little cheese thing. Let me tap it to get a little more lucky.
Oh, nice.
All right. There are 2 unspoiled crates.
I will take it. I'm out of luck right now. but let me go and open up those crates.
All right. So yeah, using your crowbar, we're going to roll for some random loot.
Yes.
We need some D20s to see what kind of loot it's going to be. All right, so in one of the crates, you're able to find a set of speaking shells.
What? Oh, cool.
Awesome. Are these one
Walkie-talkies?
Are they like walkie-talkies, or are they like one message back and forth kind of a thing?
These are essentially walkie-talkies. One speaks what the
Neat.
other hears.
Okay.
That's awesome. Do they go both ways?
They go both ways, yep.
Cool. Right.
Oh,
Well,
we can mess with so many people with these.
Yes.
I think I will give. So it's 2. So I'm guessing one takes up one spot in my inventory and another in another person's.
That would be...
Or is it just a pair?
Yeah, I'll say that one person can use up an inventory slot to cover both of the shells.
Okay.
Cool.
I look down at my pair of loaded dice and I sort of sigh. Well, life's a gamble enough anyway, and I'll get rid of those and I'll put in. I'll put in the
shells.
The
floaty
speaking
shellies.
shells.
Speaking shells.
All right, and the other thing that you find in the second crate is a decorative silver chain. This is going to take up 2 slots, but it is worth 500 pips.
I've got a single gold ring worth of 500 pips, I believe, already.
We're rich.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
You can always put it on the beetle.
I could put on the beetle. Dross, either I can put this on the beetle or you can wear it. Would you like to wear a 500 pip chain?
Yes, I would.
I feel like it
really
somehow suits your
would.
aesthetic.
I've always wanted my own chain.
Yeah, right on top of your turtleneck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I look really discordant in this. I like it.
Perfect.
The Lonely Island
You said it's a
starts
silver
playing.
chain?
Yep, silver chain worth 500 pips.
I look so cool. I hope I don't die while wearing this. Actually, if I do, it wouldn't be a bad way to die because people will think I was rich.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on my body. Where's that silver chain?
I'm putting it on your character sheet right now.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
You said it takes up 2 spaces?
Yep. So that's going
Oh
to
my
be both
gosh.
body slots.
Oh, that's so good.
All right. So yeah, that's all of the unspoiled crates that you find.
Perfect.
Sweet.
I'm gonna register both Dross and Scronch in my shell phone.
Nice.
Yes.
So let me give you my shoreline real quick.
Your cellular device.
Oh my.
What else do we have here? I mean, it seems like it's mostly rot. Well, I guess we should look at this weasel's body, too.
Yeah, let's check this guy out.
Yes.
See if we can fleece him.
Yeah, so you find 2 things of especial interest on this body.
Nice.
You find a purse of pips. And the amount of pips in this purse is 60 pips.
That's so many pips.
That's a lot of
Not
pips.
bad.
One of you guys can have it. As you can see, me and my guild are fine.
I will take it.
I think Scronch should have it. He's the newest member and could probably use the financial support.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so now you
He's done
have
a lot since he's been
61
here, too.
pips.
1 to 61.
That's like
All right.
61% more than what you had.
Right?
I don't think that's how percentages work, but yes.
Look, I read, I don't count, okay? Let's
And-
maybe go back. Oh, sorry. I think there's more on this guy. My
Yes. The other interesting thing you find is a big, fancy-looking key.
bad. Ooh, a key.
Might this key look like it matches the lock upstairs that was rather difficult to open?
Yes, the lock to the safe upstairs in the captain's
Yes.
quarters.
That
How
sounds awesome.
fortuitous.
Let's grab it. Yes.
By the way, I have racked my brain and remembered that fireflies are indeed, in fact, a form of beetle.
Wow.
Nice.
That would be really cool and really embarrassing for anyone who claimed to have been a bug professional for years. To not know that. Huh. I'm glad I'm just a
Nice.
librarian, Mouse. Not that guy.
Perfect. Okay.
We'll obviously at the end of this, I just think at the end of this we'll see how much loot we have and all that. But if we have space in the beetle, I wouldn't be opposed to taking a leg or two from that large spider and roasting it over an open fire. That's just.
I'm telling you, exactly like frog legs. We gotta try them.
I don't know. I've known too many good frogs. It feels a little gauche.
Just don't think of it like that. Here's a better comparison. It tastes kind of like rat legs, if you've had those. I've had those. I'm
I've
not a
never
rat.
had a rat leg.
I have those.
Yeah, you do.
And you know where to find two of them upstairs.
Oh, guys, we got so many legs at our disposal. Yeah, let's grab some crunchy legs.
Let's head up to the safe, open that, and then I think we should look at the rest. We've mostly discovered this ship or ransacked this ship relatively thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, we've got a few rooms that you haven't checked out yet that, again, might have treasure in them. But they might not. The choice is yours.
They might have goblins. Let's find out.
I would like to be looking around for a replacement hammer, or if it's not too crazy, I mean, I could swing around an anchor, probably.
I would
something
love
like
that.
that.
All right. Yeah, so as you're looking along, I'm going to say make a strength save just to see if you can wield this anchor. If you fail the strength save, there's not going to be any negative repercussions, but if you succeed the strength save, you will be able to wield this anchor as if it were a warhammer.
All right, that's a D20, and I need to get less than 10, right?
10
for my
or
strength?
less.
10 or less. Here we go. Roll low. Dang it, that's an 18.
Anchor's
just
a
so
little too
strong.
That is disappointing.
But
It's like 9 times your size. Oh, I thought I could have beat that.
I almost had it.
Okay. But, getting back up to the captain's quarters. Are there any other details I forgot in this room? No. Okay, we're going to roll for some loot. You open up the safe.
Yes.
And there are 6 random wedges of cheese
Oh my gosh.
and 3 other random treasures. So,
We about to be rich in cheese, baby.
Cheese rich.
So, do you want me to start with the cheese or the other random treasures?
Yes, mozzarella.
Cheeses.
All right, so I'm going to need to roll quite a few d6s for this. Magic is
Make a cheese roll,
here. Oh no, it's d8s for cheeses.
D8 is cheese.
2d8. So 9. You get another ghost beetle wedge.
Nice.
Hey.
Sick. Does anyone else want it? Well, I guess we'll divvy up once we know what's here.
Yes, so we've got one more ghost beetle. We've got magic missile.
Oh.
What? That's so cool.
We've got fear. And we've got knock to unlock things.
Nice.
Ooh.
That
That would have been useful for this safe.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Presumably somebody is writing these down.
Yeah, I'm grabbing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or-
So
let you go.
there's the 4th one. 5th one is grease.
Ooh. Man,
And
these are useful.
create slippery, flammable areas. And then the last one is another magic missile.
Nice.
Man,
Sick.
I want the scary cheese.
All yours.
Scary
I want this
cheese.
magic missile. I'm gonna leave behind my quill for. Do you guys mind if I just take these magic missiles?
Both of them?
Yes. I want both
All right,
of them.
I will put them in your bag for you.
Thanks. Get rid of this dumb quill. Pya! Get out of here!
All right. So we got 2 magic missiles for Dross. And we got Fear going to Scronch. And that leaves Knock, Grease, and Ghost Beetle 2.
I would like to go ahead and put down my crowbar. I think we've been thorough in that. I will take the Knock. If we can put the Ghost Beetle in the Ghost Beetle and the Grease in the Ghost Beetle.
Making it a Ghost Beetle squared.
Ghost Beetleception.
It can hold so much more stuff now.
Yeah.
Open up one set of beetle trunk and then open up the next set. Put it in there.
Get in there.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
It's a good thing these aren't bags of holding, or else you would have just exploded your beetle.
That would have been bad.
True.
All right, so that is all of the magic cheese you find, and now we're going to roll for some other random treasures.
Big hammer, big hammer, big hammer.
Okay, so the first one, let's go to our loot tables. Shooba-dooba. Ba-ba-ba. Useful treasure. You find a bundle of pungent herbs.
Ooh, pungent.
Which is worth 200 pips to an apothecary, or you might find other ways to use them.
Wow.
I like that.
You find a magic sword.
What?
I don't mind a magic sword.
Yep. A
Our strong
1
boy,
on
mate.
the D20 for a treasure table is a magic sword. So, which
That's
magic
awesome.
sword are we getting? That is a wrought iron sword. While wielded, you roll critical damage saves with advantage.
I think our good friend who's quite strong might find good use of this.
I will take it and use it well.
I will just discard my hammer for now.
All right.
Why don't
Yes.
we put
It's,
it in the beetle, just in case?
All right.
How much space does this poor little beetle have?
It's got quite a bit of space.
Sick. All
Yeah, he's
right, here you
got-
go.
If you put the hammer in the beetle, then that is going to fill up
Fill it
all
up.
of the beetle's slots.
I'll top her off. All right, get in there, hammer.
But yeah, wrought iron. So this is a heavy sword. So it does
Sick.
D10 damage, just like your Warhammer did.
Very
But now whenever you
cool.
take critical damage, you roll those saves with advantage. And then the last treasure that you get, a large treasure, you find a huge bottle of fine brandy, which takes up 4 slots, but is worth 500 pips.
Whoa.
I know what we're doing tonight, boys. Going back to the beach, having roasted spider legs, and drinking an entire bottle of brandy.
Oh my! I knew it was a good idea to travel.
Yeah. Wow.
Is this thing buoyant?
Oh,
The bottle of fine brandy, I'm going to roll to see how full
What?
it is. It is empty enough that it is buoyant, so you could just like toss it over the side and then float
Yeah,
it.
I'm not going to put it in my pockets. I'm just going to roll it over and use it almost as a raft to get back to land.
That's hilarious.
All right,
Nice.
I
Well,
figure
wait.
we'll take this out last. We have to finish
Yeah,
exploring this
let's-
place.
Yes, that's
Peek
what I was
around
going to
and then
say.
All right. So we got 4 more rooms on this level and 1 more room up top.
I'd like to take this room directly adjacent, this small, looking like a storage room.
Yes. So you open up this room and you find shelves that indicate this used to be a larder. There's a bunch of like empty cans and whatnot here.
Yummy.
Make a I guess I'm trying to figure out how like perception checks would work because there's not really a perception skill here.
I'm going to will myself to see this thing.
Yeah. I'll say
Yeah.
you know what? You took the risk of looking in this room because again, there is risk that as you continue to search rooms, we might get additional random encounters. So I'll say, just because you took the risk to look in this room, and I'm going to roll for a random encounter right after this, in fact.
Oh, no.
But you find another random treasure in the larder here that Cleet didn't manage to find. You find a purse containing 30 pips.
Don't mind if I do.
Lots of money. This is nice.
Mm-hmm.
We're rolling.
It's almost like corruption pays.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and
That's
so
what I've learned.
Whoever would like to take those pips, you can just add those to the pips in your pockets, as long as it's not exceeding 250.
I'll just take those, taking me from
You
9
guys
to
take it away.
39.
I got this bad boy.
This big old chain. All right. Do we have a random encounter? No random encounter.
Nice.
All right. Which room do we want to
Onward.
check out next?
Slightly larger room right across the hall, maybe?
Yeah, let's just cross the hall carefully and avoid those puddles of glue we left behind.
Right.
So in here, you find the kitchen, from which the stove is conspicuously absent because Cleet was using it to weigh down that trap door. But looking around, you find some very scattered cooking implements. There's knives, there's ladles. The most intriguing thing you find is a set of high-quality cheese-making implements.
Cheese making implements.
We could
That's cool.
make our own cheese.
Pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're rather large and heavy.
Yeah, this is going to take up 2 slots worth of inventory because you've got some curdling vats, you've got some presses, you've got some sets of cheesecloth and whatnot.
I got these 2 magic missiles. I can't compromise these.
No, I understand that.
Oh, you know what? I can
Scronch.
get rid of my torch and paper, unless Scronch would like to hold him.
Well, I just see that Scronch happens to be carrying a bundle of sticks and a shovel. Are those sentimental to you?
I like my shovel. But I could probably drop it, I guess. It reminds me of my old life. I used to be a dam digger.
That's cool.
Let me show you something. Scronch, take your hands and hold them up like this.
In kind of
So
a
come
cupped
back.
shape.
Look at that. You have 2 shovels now.
Whoa. You're a genius, Miles.
The hands are the shovels.
All right, you've convinced me, and I'll chuck the shovel. I'll take the cheese-making supplies.
Sick.
All right.
I get to keep my little paper.
Now, my only concern is cheese takes quite a long time to make. It might be, much less time for your mozzarella, but for my Parmesan, we're talking like months here.
Yeah. I guess let's get
We'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah.
We may be able to install this back at the headquarters, and they can make the cheese while we're out solving their problems.
Yeah.
That can be a downtime sort of thing.
The headquarters will buy with this 500 pip chain, boys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, I also have a golden ring worth 500 gold.
We're flipping rich.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this ship was so worth it.
Yeah. Another thing I will remind you of real quick. You've been hearing various rumors about places of interest throughout the Principality. One of the rumors that you heard is at the Zaltsdorf mines, they have been mining magical salts that have special properties that might impact the cheese-making process.
That would be cool. We could speed it up, get some Parmigiano
Yeah.
real quick.
So, yeah, that is something
Maybe.
that is potentially of interest to you folks.
That is good to know. So we're stinking rich. I like the idea of those mines. Maybe we could find like some mercenaries to hire there to help us, kick the big guy's butt, because we are rich.
I love the idea of just this. You just keep
It's
picking up
huge.
this giant chain.
Yeah, in case you guys forgot.
Yeah. All right, so we've got 2 more rooms on this floor if you want to check them out, and then a couple more areas up top.
Sweet.
Connor, every time you do that, I'm picturing that
that picture of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the black turtleneck with the big old chain around his neck.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know that picture.
It's perfect.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit these last 2 rooms. They're smaller.
Cool.
All right. Do you want to start with the western one or the eastern one?
I've got a good feeling about the eastern one.
All right. In the eastern room, this appears to be some crew quarters. There are hammocks hanging between pillars and whatnot. A couple chests that you see have been ripped open and rummaged through. Cleet probably came in here looking for some sustenance. But you also find something he didn't manage to find. One more random treasure.
Man, this is such a good call.
Yeah, I am still kind of learning the economy of this system, so I've kind of front-loaded us with a lot of treasure, and we'll see if I regret that later on.
I'm okay with that.
Perfect.
But in this room, you find some odd-colored dried mushrooms. These would be worth 200
Always a
pips
good
to
idea.
a witch, but you might be able to find uses for them yourselves.
We don't have any more. I don't have any more room.
I don't either, and we're filthy stinking rich, so we may not.
Should we just cast our second beetle and get a second beetle?
So,
Yeah.
when the beetle disappears, does all that stuff just crash onto the floor?
Pretty
It
much,
does,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so we'll have to maybe cast it again.
Oh yeah, if we want to take this stuff anywhere, yeah. Bring
How
it to
many
camp
times
and
can
then
you cast a
resummon it.
beetle?
Thrice. I mean, in theory, I think if we roll well, like,
Yeah, it's
much forever?
theoretical that these beetles could last indefinitely as long as you roll lucky enough.
yeah, as few as 3 times.
All right.
But yeah, I think we're all right. Cool. I like this room. I like treasure.
I hate to leave treasure behind.
Yeah. Do we know any witches?
let's use the beetles and let's just get everything back to home base.
True. All right. Beetle number 2.
I reach in and I cast the second ghost beetle.
Oh yeah.
And
you
I will
do it.
use
You do it.
I will use 2d6 to do it.
Nice.
All right, so roll both of those d6s.
Oh no, I rolled a 5 and a 1.
Oh.
Okay, so mark 1 usage,
Nice.
but you don't have to make a will save.
Nice.
Perfect. And then I'll put the mushrooms in there.
Get in here. Get in that beetle boat, booty.
Okay, second beetle. We got 2 magical beetles that you're running around with.
Come on, Flynn.
You would not believe your eyes if 2
my.
giant fireflies.
Your people have interesting music.
They do. It's wonderful. I'll be singing a lot of them, I guess.
Yes, that music comes from Eulerstadt, the Owl City.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh gosh, that took me way too
Amazing.
long.
Brutal.
One last room on this floor, and then we're almost through the whole ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aye.
So you check this western room here, and this also appears to be a set of crew quarters, similar to the first one, but here you manage to find a waterlogged-looking diary.
Sweet. And I get in there.
All
Reedy
right.
boy.
Time to read.
Yeah, so most of the pages are illegible with all of the water damage, but you can see that from the few still legible pages, this rat is talking about how, man, we were slaves to the Lord Mueller way up in the north, and then the weird magic mist stuff started happening, and Mustel the Stenchful, he snapped, he gained his power, he overthrew the guards from the Lord Mueller's prison, he saved us, and now we've just been taking names and laying claims all up and down the coast because Mustel the Stenchful saved us. And you know what? I mean, we were treated terribly. Now it's our turn to treat other people terribly and steal all their stuff.
Well, that's not a good mindset.
Violence begets violence, boys. Violence begets violence.
I love violence.
I know. It's growing on me too, but maybe that's a dark path. I don't know. I still feel like we're walking in the light and we're rich now, so violence might be good.
He says as he strokes the 2 magic missile chunks of cheese.
Violence? I think it's growing on me.
You got them like on a bandolier around you're hanging from your chain.
Like Chewbacca.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So, yeah, now we've got the aft. What do they actually call that on a ship? It's the navigation and planning room is what I have it listed as on my
Ship
Just
names
the
are
navigator?
crazy. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, so looking in this room, well, I guess I should confirm. Do you want to look in any other rooms before we...
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will take
Yeah,
that
all of
giant
them.
bottle of brandy and roll it up the stairs and get it sitting on the deck so he can push
Ready
it
to
off
go.
eventually.
All right, so looking into this room, you can see that there are tables bearing navigation equipment, there's maps, there's raiding plans for various villages up and down the coast here. And you also hear kind of a whimpering noise, but it's thin. It is insubstantial.
Oh no. We have ghost beetles. Are there ghost...
Investigate my beetles!
Oh, no.
Go, my scarab!
We can't let them get hurt. They're carrying all of our stuff.
Oh, yeah, actually.
I don't think the ghost beetles can get hurt.
Oh,
True! Check it
incorporeal.
out! Yeah, they're only they're only
Cool.
corporeal for our stuff. Check it out, boys.
Yes, you send the ghost beetle in there, and as it gets closer, you're kind of peering in through the doorway, and you can see a figure beginning to materialize within your vision. It is this pale, ghostly figure of what species did I say it was? It is a ferret. You see this ferret is wearing a big floppy hat on top of its head, and it's kind of clinging to the mast that is coming down through this section of the deck. And it's clinging to it almost as if it were gripping a wheel, the steering wheel of the ship. And you hear it kind of muttering as the beetle gets closer. It comes more and more into this plane that you are currently on, and you hear it muttering, "The moon is falling. I wish to go beneath the deck, but I must steer the ship. The moon is crumbling apart. Oh no!" And then this ferret screams out in pain. And who all is peering in through the door at this point?
I suppose
Me.
Well, I am.
I am.
All
Yes,
three of us?
all
Okay.
of us.
All right. Yes. So everybody, make a will save for me.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay.
D6s,
five.
right? Just
D20.
1d6.
D20.
D20.
I got a 5 also.
All right. So that's 2 successes.
I got a 4.
3
Yes.
successes. Okay, so as this ferret begins to scream, you can almost feel the fur on your body beginning to singe, and you feel a melting heat against your skin, and it starts from the top of your head and begins burning down to your feet. But all of you are like, nope, don't like this. This is some kind of weird voodoo magic stuff. You manage to will your way through the trap, and you do not take will damage from this trap here.
This
Oh,
was my
it was
least
a trap,
favorite.
not an encounter.
It was a trap, yes.
Okay. You know, I didn't like that. I didn't
I
like
didn't
that at
either.
all.
I didn't either.
I don't want to go in that room.
Who set that
Bad room.
trap?
Well, it wasn't me.
So
I
it's
wasn't
not a,
accusing.
I know. I got scared.
yeah, not a trap in the traditional somebody set this trap sense, but a trap in the sense of there's unquiet dead who are still clinging to the ship.
This place is haunted. I'm glad we learned that at the end because I wouldn't have gone downstairs.
I'm pretty sure that means that he's gone. If we succeeded, we should be able to go in there no problem now, right?
Go
Well,
ahead. I'll wait
yeah,
out here.
You have
Here
at
I
it. You can take
go.
the Beetle Boys with you.
I'm gonna go and explore this room.
All right,
Beetles,
yeah.
go with them.
Yeah, looking inside this room, you can pick up any of this navigation equipment if you would like to. There's some sextants and some astrolabes, that kind of stuff.
Boring. Anything else?
That's pretty much it in this room.
All right, I did not die, but that was not worth it.
Well, actually, based on my turn tracker, there might be something in this room. Let's see.
Okay.
There's not something in this room.
Okay, good.
Hey, not worth out of 10. That's okay.
All right,
got some
and then
cool
we've
stuff
got
so far.
the...
I'd like to, if you two want to check out the quarterdeck, I'm going to go ahead and rummage through the forecastle.
We want to split the party.
Well, I don't imagine it could go poorly.
Yeah,
Never
what could possibly
does.
go wrong?
All right, so we'll start on the quarterdeck. You head up there, up these stairs, and you can see here is where the helm is, the steering wheel, and you can see still clutching the wheel here is the withered body of a ferret with a big floppy hat on top of his head.
Nice. I'm
And-
glad.
He's just absolutely covered in a glob of hardened moon cheese.
Well, get mooned, loser. Let's loot him.
All right. So, yeah, you start, chipping through the moon cheese here, and I'm going to roll
Just
to
picking
see if he
away.
has any valuables on his person. He does have some valuables on his person, and those valuables would happen to be another purse containing 40 pips.
Well, I'm already as rich as can get, so here you go, little my other guy.
Why, thank you.
Scronch.
Scronch.
Scronch is, as far as liquid cash, the wealthiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're up to
101 pips now.
pips. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
But as far as appearing the richest,
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw, but I got a PNG of a chain on my character sheet.
I saw that.
Goodness.
I missed it. Thank you, Mr. Ferret Helmsman, for your wealth.
That's great. And then up on the 4, Miles, as you get up here, you can see that lashed to the mast is a figurehead and a ship's nameplate. Both of them fairly weathered. They look pretty old. The nameplate reads, The Domesticator, and the figurehead is that of a fearsome cat with its claws outstretched before it.
Sick.
I don't like that.
Nope.
No, I understand that this ship is moored in the water, probably logged relatively deeply with water, but the stuff sticking out of the water is probably a little bit sun-bleached, and is it at all dry?
Yeah, everything up above the water is pretty dry.
Well, and I yell across from the forecastle to the quarterdeck, Men, I think it's time to abandon ship. I'd like to burn this thing to the ground.
I'm okay with that. This place is haunted.
This will put those spirits to rest.
Yeah, or at least it was. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. It's creepy.
So we will hop onto our makeshift raft made of a wooden statue and a giant bottle of bourbon,
Brandy.
and I
should we-
will just
Brandy.
light my torch and
Should we leave some
Set
brandy on the
ablaze.
deck? Like to go.
spill.
Yeah, we can
Give a
use a
little-
little bit of it.
Yeah,
Little
we can
kick.
put a splash on the deck
Go. Cool.
to get it
Yes.
lighted.
Get a nice
ship stinks.
pirate ship flambe.
And then we will.
Flambe.
I'd like to sail back to land to set up camp for the night. And I look around. Where's our hare friend?
He's sitting
went home.
there on the beach, just got those two mirrors pointed at each other, just staring into infinity.
Well, he can help carry some of this stuff.
I'm getting paid for this.
Yeah. So back here on the beach, you cook up a fire, you roast some spider legs, drink a lot of brandy. And I think that's where we're going to pick up next time, and we'll begin our next session by leveling up.
Yay! We're gonna learn how that works.
Yes. So yeah, this has been fun. We've cleared out our first adventure site, and sounds like maybe we're heading towards those mines next. Yeah, sounds like an exciting time. But we'll see what happens when we reach that point. For now, though, I have been Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and I've been joined by
Caleb Anderton. Spiders didn't go so bad.
Yeah.
Christian Randall, I love loot.
Connor Wood, justice for jumping spider.
Much love and stuff, everybody. We'll catch you next time on Miceborn.